Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again here on YouTube. Today going to have a look at my 2025 WWE custom Blu-rays. So this is like a year in review, if you will. And yeah, I acquired these from a really awesome gentleman off of Facebook. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying, guys. And other than that, I can't really give you out any more details other than look on Facebook. Maybe you'll find what you're looking for. So without further ado, let's kick the list off, or the video off, should I say, with the Royal Rumble from Indianapolis. So great cover artwork for this one with the countdown clock, 3, 2, 1, and you've got like all the participants from both men's and women's Royal Rumble matches respectively. And yeah, got the likes of Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, John Cena, Drew McIntyre, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, and many others, as you can see there, guys. There's the spine for that one, and the disc with its extras, countdown and post-show. Here's the back. So this included the both women's and men's Rumble matches, the ladder match for the undisputed WWE Championship between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, and we had a 2 out of 3 falls match, WWE Tag Team Championship DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns. So yeah, this was a really good PLE to kick off WWE 2025. Shock outcome for the men's Rumble winner. And looking back at it now, I preferred that he had won, Jey Uso, sorry, spoiler alert, rather than Cena. Cena, you know, he's awesome and everything, love him to bits, but having a part-timer win the Rumble, as I've learnt from 2026, having Roman Reigns win it, it's just not good for business, in my opinion. You know, you need someone there full-time to carry the company, to carry the championship and everything else. And if you're not there full time, you're not committed, then I just don't see the point. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, it was good to see the Shock Rumble winner, as I said, in, you know, main event Jey Uso. Yeah, Rumble, good way to start 2025. Then we went on to the Elimination Chamber, Toronto. John Cena on the cover artwork again, as you would expect, with it being his retirement tour, his final year in WWE of 2025. And there's the spine for that one. And again, with the extras, we have kickoff show and post show. Oh, and a countdown to Elimination Chamber as well, guys. Sorry, I didn't see that. And here's the back. So yeah, this one had Sami Zayn against Kevin Owens in an unsanctioned match. Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus take on Nia Jax and Candice LeRae in a tag team match. We had a women's Elimination Chamber match, which had Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Naomi, and Roxanne Perez. And the men's Elimination Chamber match, we had John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Damian Priest, and Seth freaking Rollins. So again, the end of this PLE with the winner of the men's chamber match being John Cena shocked me. Obviously, I was pleased Cena had won, but it was between him and CM Punk, who I didn't mind who won out of those two, but obviously it was Cena. Then we had all that shit go down with The Rock and John Cena and Cody Rhodes afterwards. And yeah, it was just, what a way to end the PLE with the heel turn from Cena. And wow, you know, this set up for what I was hoping to be a really good WrestleMania in Las Vegas. And yeah, it was absolutely shocking. What a start 2025. Then we get to WrestleMania itself. Again, Cena cover artwork, along with Cody Rhodes there. undisputed WWE Championship match. And obviously Cena earning his championship match from winning that chamber. I love the logo for this as well. It's really cool. Great artwork again from the gentleman that put all these customs together. If you know, you know, like I said. But yeah, I take my hat off to you, dude. And yeah, this has 4 discs, I do believe. So disc 1 has the kickoff, Hall of Fame red carpet, the Hall of Fame ceremony, and the countdown to WrestleMania 41 Saturday. Disc 2 has WrestleMania Saturday and the Saturday post-show. Disc 3 has countdown to WrestleMania Sunday and the WrestleMania 41 Sunday itself. Disc 4 has WrestleMania Sunday post-show, the Slammies 2025, the Fans' Choice Awards, and the episode of Raw on the 21st of the 4th, 2025. And this also had really cool interior artwork, which I'm going to show off to you guys now. So the dude that put this custom set together put a lot of time and effort into this as well. And look at that beautiful artwork of the Las Vegas setup there. I'll put that back in a second. We'll just have a look at the back. So yeah, both nights 1 and 2. We had Gunther take on Royal Rumble winner Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. And looking back at it now, I look at it as like a fluke Rumble win and a fluke world title win against Gunther of all people. Because that guy, you know, he's retiring legends left, right and centre as we speak. And to have him lose, not only lose, but to tap out to Jey Uso, that's just absolutely crazy looking back on it now. No offence to Jey Uso, as I said, but it's just like a fairy tale, isn't it? Having a shock winner of the Rumble, then he goes on to beat Gunther for the world title at WrestleMania. Crazy stuff. Fairy tale ending for him, but it didn't last long for Uso. But, you know, he got there in the end. He got what he wanted. Fair play to him. The War Raiders and the New Day for the World Tag Team Championship was pretty cool. I like the New Day's attire for that. Dressed as the, kind of like the Giant Gonzalez, from what I remember, with all the fur and everything. Pretty cool stuff. Naomi and Jade Cargill in their in their awesome match. Got LA Knight and Jacob Fatu for the US Championship. El Grande Americano versus Rey Fenix. Tiffany Stratton against Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair, who won the Women's Rumble, I should have said earlier. Sorry, guys. That's the WWE Women's Championship match. And then we had Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk in the triple threat match. And obviously, it's looking like Roman Reigns and CM Punk for this year's WrestleMania. Unfortunately. Just my opinion, though, guys. Night 2, we had Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship in an absolute classic matchup, in my opinion. Sin City street fight between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, who had a fantastic feud in 2025, in my opinion, guys. Intercontinental Championship was on the line. Braun Breaker took on Penta, Dominic Mysterio, and Finn Balor in a 4-way. And we had Randy Orton against, say his name and he appears, Joe Hendry, in a match which I have a lot of thoughts and some positive, some negative about, which I've been over in the past. I don't really want to go into it too much here right now because it's going to make the video too long. But, you know, good and bad came out of that, I guess. Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. And we had the Women's Tag Team Championship match. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch. And then we had Cody Rhodes against John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship. And we were waiting for a certain Dwayne Johnson to show up. It was teased, kind of. Well, I think it was. And after all that drama we had at the Elimination Chamber, we were screwed over. Where the fuck were you, Dwayne, when we needed you most? You weren't even there. You send your stupid little friend instead. Never mind. Moving on. Backlash, St. Louis. One last time, John Cena, now with the WWE Undisputed Championship, taking on the Viper Randy Orton. This was also a good PLE in my opinion. This one had the countdown and the post-show. So yeah, excellent choice for John Cena's first championship defense. One of his greatest rivals in my opinion in the WWE, Randy Orton. Good match. Pat McAfee against Gunther. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that one. Fair play to Pat McAfee for giving it his all, but I don't know. Dominic Mysterio versus Penta for the IC Championship. A cracking Women's Intercontinental Championship match between Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch. Probably the best match on this PLE in my opinion. And then we had Jacob Fatu, LA Knight, Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre all going at war against each other for the United States Championship. Next up, the last time is now. Money in the Bank, Los Angeles. Again with John Cena gracing the cover artwork. Good stuff. This one includes Countdown to Money in the Bank, Worlds Collide, which is the AAA pay-per-view, I do believe, which was a nice little bonus there. I think that's what it was anyway. Apologies if I've got that wrong, guys. Also a post-show for Money in the Bank. So yeah, we have the Money in the Bank women's match, which had Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, Julia, Naomi and Stephanie Vaquer. And the Intercontinental Championship match between Dominic Mysterio and Octagon Jr. Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch for the Women's IC Championship. Men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Penta, Seth Rollins, Andrade and El Grande Americano. Some interesting choices of participants in that particular match as well, in my opinion. Obviously, I was rooting for LA Knight to come out victorious, carrying out the briefcase for that one, but obviously that wasn't to be. We had Seth Rollins instead. Not the choice I would have went with, but you know, I'm not the booker and I don't run WWE. Just my opinion again. We had Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso take on John Cena and Logan Paul in a tag team match, which was meh, in my opinion. We had Night of Champions, Rehab up next. The last time is now. John Cena again on the cover. This one had the kickoff show, countdown to Night of Champions, and the post show included. We had the King of the Ring men's tournament final with a title opportunity at SummerSlam, I do believe. So we had Randy Orton take on Cody Rhodes for that one. A street fight between Raquel Rodriguez and Rhea Ripley. Two of the giant ladies going at it. Pretty good stuff. Karrion Kross, who was wasted in WWE, especially in 2025 in my opinion, took on Sami Zayn. We had Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa for the US Championship. Queen of the Ring tournament final between Asuka and Jade Cargill. Again, for a title opportunity at SummerSlam, I do believe. And we also had John Cena defending his championship against CM Punk in another classic rivalry, you know, revived or whatever. But yeah, Night of Champions, good stuff. We had Evolution, or Evolution, however you want to pronounce it next. And the wonderful women of WWE kindly let John Cena on the cover artwork for this one as well, as you can see in the background there. You can't see me. Yeah, you got to look for him. He's like Where's Wally, you know? Remember that game? Or Where's Waldo, as you guys call it in the US? That dude with the glasses and the red and white striped hat and top. You got to find him in like a crowd. That's what you got to do here with John Cena. But yeah, really cool artwork for this one. Do appreciate this one as well. It's good to have a all-women's pay-per-view or PLE back again. This one's a 2-disc set as well, which included the 2018 PLE pay-per-view with all those extras there, like WWE 24 Women's Evolution, the pay-per-view itself to kick off, the Road to Evolution, the announcement of Evolution, and some other extras for the 2025 one with the countdown post-show, and Road to Evolution, Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. So we had Becky Lynch versus Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria for the Women's IC Championship. JC Jane versus Jordan Grace for the NXT Women's Championship. WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, we had Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Sol Ruca and Zarya versus Asuka and Kairi Sane. Women's Championship match, Tiffany Stratton took on Trish Stratus. No holds barred match between Naomi and Jade Cargill. Evolution Battle Royal, and Io Sky against Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. Really cool women's PLE there. We then finally made it to SummerSlam, and it was time for Cena versus Cody Rhodes again. This was also a 2-disc set, guys. With disc 1 having the kickoff and the countdown to SummerSlam Saturday, obviously spread over 2 nights. I did forget that for a second then. It was a 2-night event, just like WrestleMania. SummerSlam Saturday post-show, and then disc 2 has the countdown to SummerSlam Sunday, and post-show. So for this one, we had a Women's Tag Team Championship match as Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, who was standing in for injured Liv Morgan for Judgment Day, taking on Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Sami Zayn against Karrion Kross again. Tiffany Stratton taking on Jade Cargill for the Women's Championship. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. World Heavyweight Championship match, Gunther against CM Punk. Naomi versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the Women's Championship. We had the WWE Tag Team Championship with the Wyatt Six, Andrade and Rey Fenix, DIY, Fraxium, Motor City Machine Guns and the Street Profits all going at it, for the tag team straps. Quite a lot of tag teams in that mix there. Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Championship. US title, Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship. And finally, John Cena against Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. At the time, I didn't agree with the title change back to Cody Rhodes again. Poor Rhodey. No, I didn't agree with that because at the time, because I was enjoying Cena's run with it. But like I said, looking back, having a part-timer try to carry all that responsibility wasn't good. And not only that, him as a heel as well, it didn't work. We needed Dwayne with him as well. I think that's the problem. We were lacking Dwayne Johnson. Moving on to Clash in Paris, France. No John Cena this time. Unless we're going to do the Where's Waldo, Where's Wally thing again with this oil painting kind of effect of a picture of Roman Reigns there. Or is that Jason Momoa? I can't tell. But yeah, great stuff. Great artwork. This one has post-show and countdown to Clash in Paris. Then we have Roman Reigns against Bronson Reed. Tribal Chief versus Tribal Thief. We had the Wyatt Six take on the Street Profits for the Tag Team Championship. Becky Lynch against Nikki Bella for the Women's IC title. good old-fashioned Donnybrook match as Sheamus took on Rusev. John Cena against Logan Paul. We had a World Heavyweight Championship match. Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. Yeah. And that was your Clash in Paris, France. Ho, ho, ho. We followed that up with WrestlePalooza, Indianapolis. Cena, Lesnar. Countdown and post-show included as extras. So yeah, Cena and Lesnar, one more time. I didn't like the outcome of that match. I didn't agree with it, but then Cena has always struggled against Lesnar, let's be honest. But yeah, it was good to see them both go at it one more time, I guess. We had the Usos versus The Vision. Io Sky against Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's Championship. CM Punk and AJ Lee. So CM Punk teaming up with his wife to take on Seth Rollins and his husband, Becky Lynch, the man, Becky Lynch. good stuff, you know, mixed tag, and having your partner or your husband, your wife, or whatever as your tag team partner to help you. Good stuff. It's good to see AJ Lee back as well after such a long absence. And yeah, good stuff. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. And that was WrestlePalooza. It was time for a bit of Crown Jewel in Perth this time. And yeah, various WWE superstars gracing the cover artwork for this one as well. So we have Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Rhea Ripley, John Cena, Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill there. Again with the usual kickoff and post-show countdown, etc. Australian street fight, we had Bronson Reed take on Roman Reigns for a pair of Nike Air Jordan Max or whatever the fuck they're called. You know the ones, guys. He's making a nice little collection of those Nike trainers, or Nike, however you guys want to pronounce it. I call it Nike because I'm weird. But yeah, Nike trainers on the line, or was it? So we had 2025 WWE Women's Crown Jewel Championship. Stephanie Vaquer going at it against Tiffany Stratton. AJ Styles versus John Cena in what was arguably John Cena's best match of 2025 for his farewell tour. Good stuff. Asuka and Kairi Sane take on Io Sky and Rhea Ripley in a tag match. We have 2025 WWE Crown Jewel Championship match, men's. Seth Rollins take on Cody Rhodes. Sorry guys for the pause there. Had the light reflecting on the case. I couldn't see from the angle I was at. And last but not least, we have the Survivor Series War Games San Diego. Big Bronson Reed, the other Bron Breakker there in the middle, and Paul Heyman gracing the cover artwork for that with the awesome War Games structure in the background there. This one includes countdown and post-show for Survivor Series. We have the Women's War Game match, which had AJ Lee, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley take on Becky Lynch, Lash Legend, Nia Jax, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. Beg your pardon. And I must say, I'm very impressed with Lash Legend since her call up to the main roster. Very, very impressed by her indeed. Definitely worth watching. Definitely a future champion in my opinion. WWE Intercontinental Championship match. John Cena taking on Dominic Mysterio. Stephanie Vaquer against Nikki Bella for the Women's World Championship. We have the Men's War Game match. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso and Roman Reigns took on Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, and Brock Lesnar in a very good men's War Games match, which had the right finish, in my opinion. It's just the way things have turned out so far in the start of 2026 is just not good. Hopefully they will turn things around in WWE. We can only hope. But yeah, enough of that. We'll talk about that another time. But yeah, 2025 PLE custom year in review on Blu-ray. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. And as I said, I got these off of somebody on Facebook. If you know, you know. I can't be more helpful than that. I appreciate you all watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and stay safe, all of you. And I'll catch you again soon for another video. Goodbye for now.